I'm going to have to change the descriptions around because it wouldn't take my descriptions.
Oh, okay.
That's obnoxious. Meeting is now live streaming. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Dr. Jennifer Gardella, and I have with us Kim Everett, who's the Executive Director of BCHIP. We had a couple weeks off from Kim and did a lovely interview with her staff a couple of weeks ago, talking about some great initiatives in Bucks County. And Kim is here to give us a recap of all of the things going on with BCHIP. They are on the road. So Kim, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Good to be with you today. Thank you.
Always good to be with you as well. So hit it. You wanted to do a big recap on where you guys are? Let us know.
Well, thanks. So fall is such a busy time. Spring and fall, when we work in public health and are really trying to reach out to the community, are incredibly busy times for us. And so mainly because, our team is always committed to making sure people are aware of the resources that are out there for them. And we're not the only one. A lot of our nonprofit partners do that too, right? So a lot of people talk about the lack of resources, but sometimes a lot of that is more that people just don't know what the resources are. And so a big part of the work that we do is trying to get out there and make people aware. So
Right.
we're going to a lot of events. If folks don't know, a lot of our local legislators have health fairs in the fall. So we've done a few of them already, and we have several coming up. We actually have, I'm going to check this because the ones I pulled up were some of the older ones. I want to make sure I'm giving the right information, but we have some events coming up with several of our legislators. And when we are doing those, we actually are providing vaccines at those locations too. So if someone is looking to get their flu vaccine or their COVID vaccine, certainly they can attend some of these events. We have Pennswood Village. We're doing a COVID clinic for them. So that's particularly for them, just for their particular population. We're attending the Fall Festival on the 21st, this Saturday, down in Bristol from 11 to 4. And we are providing vaccines there. So if anyone needs information on that, it's on Bath Road in Bristol. We're doing the YWCA down in Bensalem in the Creekside Community Apartments. Because that is certainly one of the communities that we always try to really outreach to. And we are attending their community fun health and safety event.
Okay.
So that's also this Saturday from 11 to 2. The team is obviously dividing and conquering. We also have the Bensalem Senior Center doing an event on the 26th. So, and then there's others coming up. So one of the reasons we'll be attending is to make sure that we're sharing information about our programs so that folks can be aware of those services. But then again, like I said, a lot of them we're doing these vaccine clinics so that folks it's very convenient for them to get their vaccines.
Yeah, and just because we do so much work on the BCHIP marketing, COVID high recommend on getting that vaccine, not just a booster, even if you haven't been vaccinated yet, it is raging back. People are getting it in conjunction with strep, which is really weird. There's some cold and flu season is right around the corner. You do not want the double whammy at all. So get vaccinated. And then what else are the big recommendations this year? I know RSV is, that is recommended as well. And you guys have a great program. So people who don't have access to vaccines can come meet you at one of these days, get vaccinated. And I just want to say that these festivals, they're community based. So it's fun to get out. It's good to walk around. You get a lot of good swag. I'm sure the BCHIP team has good swag out there. And you get to be in the community. We've been talking about the blue zones, right? And how community is so important to longevity. So get out there, do something fun, take a little walk, get vaccinated. But also if you, and sorry, Kim, I'm not stealing your thunder. I'm going down a path now, but if you can't get out, call the office of BCHIP. I'll put the number in the comments, and people, if you're homebound, we don't want you to miss out on vaccine opportunities. So Kim and her team have actually created a path for you to get them delivered right to your house.
Yeah, isn't that great? We were just talking about that today because it's a busy time now, right now that it is flu season. It's when we're the busiest with the homebound program. And it is one of the programs I'm really proud of. We didn't have that resource
Right.
prior to COVID. And since COVID, we've been able to secure grant funds that allow us to provide that program for the community. And these really are people that are homebound and are really challenged to get their vaccines. And I've actually had some folks say to me, well, if they're homebound, why do they need a vaccine? And I'm like, well, because they have lots of people coming in and out of their home to care for
Right.
them, or family members who are leaving the home. And these are folks that are typically at higher risk to start with, right? So we're very happy that we have the homebound program and that we can meet that need. I'm not sure, it's always grant dependent. So we have to make sure that we can sustain those programs, but we're hoping that we can beyond when some of the COVID funds are exhausted.
Great. So on BCHIP social media, some of these things will be posted. Look in your community bulletins at your senior centers and come out and meet the BCHIP team. I mean, they are lovely to spend some time with. So if you don't know anybody in the community, go over and say hi at the table, especially if they have some downtime. They're sitting around. They may vaccinate you.
You never know. But there's just, like you said, there's so many resources. A lot of our nonprofit partners are there. And so if you're not even there just for, we do these talks, and a lot of folks might be familiar with the work that BCHIP does, which I'm thrilled. I hope that's the goal, that everyone is aware of all the work that BCHIP's doing. But a lot of our nonprofit partners attend this too. So there's usually mental health resources there, resources around substance use disorder, resources around different health concerns like asthma, allergy, high blood pressure, cholesterol. So there's usually the Heart Association, the Diabetes Association, all those kind of folks are coming out because they're all interested in trying to make sure our community knows about all these resources. So there's just tons, and like you said, great swag, always lots of free stuff. Usually there's some
Load up
sort of
on
free food, whether it's
load
a
up on your
pretzel or,
post-it notes, highlighters. What
yeah,
else?
yeah, yeah, bags. I do laugh, and I know we're being, on live stream, but I never forget a friend of mine. We were at health fair for years, and we would watch this one woman come to an event every single time we were there. And she went around and she would leave with her arms like out like this, filled with just free stuff. And
Was it me?
no, no.
I've done it before. I mean, not that badly, but I usually talk to the people at the table, but I kind of like I can target it too. And then it's fun, right? Because you remember the event or you might remember the organization and you have a pen or post-it notes or highlighter or something and you're like, "Oh, wait, I do need to call them."
Yeah.
So,
So we hope that you'll attend some of those events. If you didn't catch some of the dates that I told you, like you said, Jennifer, I know that you'll be posting a lot of these for us on our social media. So the folks can check the social media, or if they want to, they can always, and I know you'll put it in the message or the note with the video, they can always call our office and ask where we're going to be. We are very committed to making sure that we are events all throughout the county. So from Quakertown and Upper Bucks to Central Bucks to Lower Bucks, events targeting families, events targeting seniors. So there's really just a plethora of events, lots of events. The senior center ones or the senior ones that the representatives do are great. So much information shared there for our
right.
seniors that they're typically unaware of. So lots of support services and things that they can find out about. So I know Casey Tomlinson's is coming up in a few weeks. Senator Ferry is having one in a few weeks. Representative Labs is coming up on October 4th. So Senator Coleman's doing one as I'm looking at our list. They all do them. So if you don't come to our website, you can go to theirs, and I'm sure the information is posted there too.
Right. And if you have an idea for a community event, talk about, or I should say, like at your senior center, if BCHIP's not coming by, talk to the executive director. Kim knows everybody, right, Kim? I mean, you got your finger on the pulse of healthcare and general care in Bucks County, so things can be arranged. Not immediately, of course. We don't have a magic wand, sadly enough, but we can make, that happen so that people are taken care of because that's what BCHIP wants to do.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, Kim, it's good to have you back, and we will see everybody in 2 weeks.
Nice to be back. Thank you.